Hey, it's Jahara. Welcome back to my channel, to the Witchy Reader. So I'm going to be talking about my April wrap-up, indie April, as I should call it. I didn't read as much as I wanted to because, life. But I did actually end up getting several indie books read. Um, so let's get into it. So the first book I read was a buddy read with some people on a Discord server. The Sun and the Star, which is one of Rick Riordan's newest Percy Jackson books about Nico and Will, and I loved it. It was very early April, and I absolutely loved it. I love Nico. Is actually my second favorite character after Annabeth. They're kind of up there, like toss and turn. Which one is my favorite? Depends on my mood. But I absolutely love Nico, and I love Nico and Will's relationship for what we've seen so far in The Heroes of Olympus and Trials of Apollo. And I love getting to see just the two of them. There's so many heartbreaking moments and so many satisfying, heartwarming moments. I just absolutely loved seeing more of their relationship. Getting a whole book just on their relationship was amazing. I absolutely loved it. Um, so several were just indie poetry books. There was All by Sophie Bounds. There was Beastly, which is a little tale uh, retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but in poetry form. There's Tales as Old as Time, which was several different lesser known fairy tales, each retellings, each in poetry form. Then there's The Fickle Mermaid, which was a Little Mermaid retelling in poetry form. Then Stolen, which was Rapunzel retelling in uh, re- uh, poetry form. And that one was actually my favorite. I love the retelling. I also love that there wasn't really a prince, and it was mostly Rapunzel, or I don't remember what her name was in this, but her relationship with her father and everything, and it was really good. All, what, one, two, three, four of them? Four of them were all amazing. So well written and twists that I did not see coming, and they were definitely unique in their own right. Um, and I definitely highly recommend all of them. They're quick reads and so good, and I definitely highly recommend them. Then I also read Blue Star's Prophecy, which was an audiobook, which is part of the Warriors series. I have several of the audiobooks on hold on Libby because I can't get them at the moment, and I reread the first arc, and then I'm waiting to reread the second arc for when it gets off hold because I read the first two arcs, and I want to reread them since I haven't read them since I was like 17, and then I can read the rest of the series. And right now I am reading the arcs, or the super editions that go before the first arc or in between the first two arcs. And then after I finish each arc, I'll read whichever super editions go in between those arcs. Um, because I also read Firestar's Quest, but I didn't technically finish it in April. Even though I started in April, I didn't finish it until very early May on the 3rd. Um, which was in between the super editions. But I read Blue Star's Prophecy, which is Blue Star was the uh, leader in the first arc when Fire Star was introduced. Of course, when he was introduced, he wasn't introduced as Firestar. He became Firestar, but yeah, and I'm now reading Tall Star's Revenge, which is very interesting. And yeah, so slowly reading all these super editions while I wait for the second arc to be ready for me so that I can read that as well. Um, but yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I like it as much as I like the arcs. Maybe it's because it was a bit different. Because it was mostly about Blue Star and her era, so a lot of those. But it was also interesting because seeing in Blue Star's era, so this wasn't too far into the future. So you got to see a lot of the people, the cats that she knew, and you got because when Firestar's introduced, you already see these cats that have been there for a long time, that have these important roles because they've earned it. But here you get to see these cats earn their way to where they are. And you get to see them younger, you get to see them make mistakes before they were experienced warriors, and it was really interesting. Um, and you get to see things happen that you find out about. Like you find out about, spoiler if you haven't read Warriors and you plan to, but you find out in the first arc that Blue Star actually had kids with a uh, was it Wind Clan or was it River Clan? I don't remember now. But kits with one of them, and end up having to give her kits up. And in here you get to see it and learn so much more about it, like the fact that she actually loved Oakheart, but they couldn't be together because they're from two different clans, and she had um ambitions to be the leader, mostly because she didn't want this one really bad cat to become leader who would basically cause the clan to be like soaked in blood because he just wasn't a very good cat. And because of that, and there's also a prophecy saying that she was meant to be leader and she would save the clan from his leadership. So she ended up having to give up her kids for um, her clan, which was the hardest thing she ever had to do. But the Super Edition ended with Fire Star, with her learning about that prophecy that Firestar was part of, and even seeing him and meeting him, and realizing that he is the cat of the prophecy, which leads right into the first arc with because she makes comment about how have Great Paw watch him, which Fire Paw was obviously met Great Paw first, and that's how he found out about clan life and eventually became part of the clan. But yeah, so it was very interesting um, to see it all before his time. But yeah, I didn't have too bad of a reading month, and I enjoyed all my reads. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment what you read in April, and I'll chat with you guys below in the comments. Until next time.